Hello, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. My name is Tia Rogers. I don't know why I look blurry. Something like that. But anyway, hey guys, how are you doing? Um, I'm just here to present to you. I'm working on a new project, so as it's developing and as it's coming together, I will be sharing bits and pieces with you. Um, And if it resonates with you, please feel free to reach out, leave a comment. Let me know what resonates with you, what doesn't resonate with you, because it's all a part of my learning curve as I am learning and developing and growing, and not only life, but business. Um, this journey has been a very interesting journey, so it's, it's an honor and a pleasure to share it with you. And I just want to thank all those that were a part of what uh, what I'm who I'm becoming, because there's so many pieces of the puzzle, so much to work through um, to get to this part, and to be here at the next phase of it all is very exciting. So um, with that being said, I want to also let you know that our mission is to help individuals, one family at a time, in a variety of areas to create their MBA. And MBA for me stands for two things: massive brain action, as well as a massive bank account for your life and lifestyle. This journey has been just amazing. It's just been amazing. And every step stretches you. So for me, getting all the lessons and putting it all together and trying to formulate it to help it to become comfortable with it enough to be able to share it with you all hasn't been an easy task, but it's been an enjoyable one. And it's pushing me further into uh, discovering who I am, what I want, and who I'm becoming, and making me more intentional of who I am being while I'm working on the woman that I'm becoming. And I know that I'm not alone in this journey, in this life, because you get one life and you got to live it the best of your ability, no matter what it may throw your way. Um, you got to be able to bounce back, and sometimes bouncing back um, isn't as easy as we would like it to say. As it's not as easy to do as it is to say, so to speak. So, um, in all my learning, I came across the NeuroGym, and I'm gonna give you a little information on the NeuroGym because for me, connecting with the science works. And if you've been following me, you know that I always take it back to um, the beginning of nature, the beginning of time, how we come to be from a science perspective of the ovum and the sperm cell. So, with that being said, I'm going to give you a little blurb about the NeuroGen because I think it was worthwhile sharing because, as I said, as I come across gems, I like to share them with you, and I believe I shared some things, some other leaders and with you from which I'm studying to learn and get better at my craft. I don't have a program as of yet, but I hope that you like what I'm putting together for you. And we'll just stay with me and we'll, as it unfolds, uh, we'll see where it's all going. But I'm excited thus far. So I just want to present it to you. But first, I want to tell you about the NeuroGym. And the NeuroGym is where you can go to strengthen your mental and emotional abilities and acquire the expert knowledge and skills to gain financial freedom. NeuroGym is a cutting-edge science and technology company committed to unlocking the power of the human brain. Once we can help someone recognize and release the mental and emotional blocks holding them back, they're free to be the best version of themselves. We use the latest research in neuroplasticity and neuropsychology to develop our programs. They provide step-by-step action steps and support for mastering the emotional challenges and behavior changes that are necessary to create lifelong improvement. Our money program aims to facilitate real change from the inside out. It helps our members develop the mindset necessary to master their psychology, emotions, and mental focus using scientifically proven methods and technologies. The key to successfully reaching financial freedom is long-term behavior modification practices. Once your internal beliefs about yourself and your relationship to money are consistent with your financial goals, amazing results are achieved. Exercise, our daily practice consisting of mental and emotional exercise to train your non-conscious mind and strengthen your ability to master your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Winning the game of money is the first of its kind. In just 20 to 60 minutes per day, you can build the mental strength, knowledge, and mindset necessary to gain financial freedom. The program consists of several proven methods, including guided visualizations, mindfulness practice, reframing techniques, emotional management, meditations, mental rehearsals, and self-talk affirmations. When layered properly, these can change both the structure and function of the 12 key areas of the brain. This NeuroGym program focuses on reprogramming the subconscious mind. This leads to more confidence, certainty, and follow through in pursuing financial goals. So I wanted to share that with you, and if you are interested in learning more, you could catch the next Brainathon, which is how I came across Mr. John Asper and the NeuroGym and the program. I would follow, and I believe it's once a year. I think they just had an opening. I'm not sure when the next one will be, but if you get a chance, an opportunity to attend, check it out. See if it's for you. It may be for you. It may not be for you. With that being said, now I want to go and share my screen as I present to you. Life growth, exceptional life blueprint. Betting on you will make the difference. I'm so thankful and grateful now that I am living life on my own terms. It is a blessed, amazing life journey. There was a time I would ask God, why me? Now I ask myself, why not me? Yes, life or lifetimes is amazing as money flows to, through, and all around you. I believe that God created the heavens and the earth and is given to us, but not without responsibility to care for it, as God has given everyone the tools and skills to create in doing their part in order to care for themselves and help others to do so too. Remember, you're your only limit. So as you've grown through childhood and now wherever you may be in your life as an adult, you can go for your dreams. Nothing stops you but you, no matter what challenges comes your way. Life on life terms is amazing, even when you feel like you're on the downslope of it all. You discover that life is meant to be so much more. And I'm here to tell you that with all the life's ups and downs, if you keep an open mind and, you know, really practice daily to find your center of peace, of who you are becoming or who you are being while you're doing. Because we get so busy in our day. And becoming a better person, becoming a better you, deciding to make a life change, those are big things. Or when life change happens, when you become a parent, uh, when you want to buy your first apartment or buy your first home, uh, buy your first vehicle. There's a lot of first things that one can experience that can cause what we call normal stressors in life. And somehow finances are kind of tied to most of the things that we tend to pursue in life outside of things that we cannot purchase with money, and that's our family, our children, um, just the things that mean so much, a thought, a kind word, something that's totally free, um, doesn't cost a thing, just the act of kindness. You know, things that are prices that you cannot buy, which is the difference for me between riches and wealth. Um, one can be rich in love and joy and happiness and have an abundance of love, joy, and happiness around them. Uh, whether they have low um, income or high income. Um, I think it's who we are in our initial being, like who we are on the inside. And as you begin to grow and open your mind to new things, all of this, the bills, the insurance, the health care, you know, union, non-union, all the issues that we battle every day, going to work, not going to work, um, just changing our lives, period, create, requires a certain level of thought and financial planning. So we want to make sure that we're moving in the right direction and planning that journey so that we will be prepared for when the wind of change comes. Because changes are going to come, it's inevitable, it happens whether you want it or not. But how prepared are you for the change in your life? And once you make that change, life is still going to happen on life terms. How are you going to change keep your mind in a positive mindset when negative things come at you, when you are rejected or not heard, not seen. Um, these things affect people. It affects me. So I know I'm not alone in this. It's a process to work through it. It's truly a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen and it will happen if you continue to look towards that inner peace, that sound mind, and you visualize the life that you want to live, you begin to see it. There's something about when you begin to see it that it. I think for me, it was kind of frightening in the beginning, but I'm getting kind of used to it now as I'm going along. Um, and it's very important that to remember that everything in this life is temporary, and whatever you're going through, you're not going to be there always. So even though you may be going through a crisis or you may be having an unpleasant experience or like experiencing some life altering change right now, stay focused on or try to focus on where you're going from here. Because it's not easy. So, and the change can come from anywhere, a loss of a loved one, um, spouse, parent, significant other, however, a loss is a loss. But you still can win, even though that person's not there, you know, represent them and continue to love them in a space where you still can love and grow on yourself and become who you are becoming while you're doing. So it's no secret that I'm looking to grow my team. So um, it's totally up to you. If you decide you want to join, I'm just here sharing information. My goal is to touch as many lives as possible and let them know that there's hope out here, that today you have a variety of choices. And as we continue on this journey, it's going to be my honor and pleasure to share some of that with you. But that's down the line. We're at the beginning. So as we're unfolding and getting used to our new norm, um, we just need to keep in mind that there are options out here. Um, and by no means am I here to force anyone to do anything that they don't want to. I'm just sharing information, sharing my experience thus far, and trying to do my best to help another soul see that if they're walking through darkness, that they too will one day soon see light if they seek it. But you have to seek it, and you have to be um, intentional about what you're going after. And the hard work is the hardest. So, be gentle with yourself if you don't reach your goal right out the box, because that just means that you may possibly be in a gap. And we'll discuss that a little later. Uh, you may need to do some things or change some things along the way to get to be able to take that leap to the next level. But in the meantime, just keep that in mind as we're going forward, that there's opportunity, there's also help if you need it, and we'll go further. So, life on life terms. This is a true fact of life. However, financial hardships and its effects will show up. in life, but how do we overcome them? And this is just my vision board that I'm sharing with you, my journey along the way. When I said yes, when I made a decision to say yes, I have been meeting new people, interacting with new people. I am learning how to increase my credibility, not just financially, but mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I'm growing in all different facets, and it's been an amazing journey so far. And I just want to offer those the opportunity that would be interested in learning more to just reach out to me, and we can begin a dialogue and start going through some things. But hopefully, some next exercises will help you with that, because I'm a firm believer that, well, I'm a firm believer nothing comes without a price. It's oh boy, it was Mr. Orlando Moore said it in a meeting, that he said, and I don't want to get it wrong. Oh goodness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me see. Something about the price you pay, because everything in life comes with a cost. And I think it rang along the lines of, what price are you willing to pay to free your mind, to begin to look at a different way of being who you are while you're doing, as you're being who you're becoming. Tricky, tricky, right? I love that little statement there, because we all gonna pay a price, whether the price is high or whether the price is low. You're gonna pay something. So what is the price gonna be for you to make that change? For your life, that's gonna make it better for you and your family, as I have made the choice for mine and my family. And I'm gonna stop sharing this screen here. Okay, let's see, go here. And I'm going to go back to share screen again, so we can begin the first set of the projects here. Here we go. My stuff is kind of moving slow here tonight, so finding your way, life blueprint. Congratulations. You're now living life on your own terms, and it's amazing. Becoming a better person. What does that look like? Bam. First part of the puzzle is hitting the bullseye, right? So, in hitting that bullseye, your bullseye for you, going back to nature, going back to being one with nature, and just taking it all in of how you came to be, who you are, where you are right now. Where do you see yourself going? Where would you like to be? Have you written down your goals? Do you know where you currently stand? Are you working, not working? Are you retired, getting ready to retire, start a whole nother chapter of your life? Wherever you may be, who are you becoming and how are you becoming better? State of being is your mind, heart, and soul for me. And as you explore the mind, heart, and soul, I believe in having a firm foundation, strong faith base. You know, they say the faith of a mustard seed will get you through a lot of things if you just believe. If you believe that what you're doing for your life is what's best for your life, then it will be so. But if what you're choosing for your life isn't working for your life, it's not making it, or you're not seeing yourself where you're at, well, maybe you might want to look at what things I could change. Should I change? What things do I like? What things do I want to keep? And where am I actually going? And the nature of being one, your health and wellness. Are you healthy? Are you in good health and condition? Um, or are you trying to improve your health, or do you have some ailments? Because your health plays a big part. It's like if you decide not to do dental care, um, all of that bacteria or tartar, little stuff like this in between, underneath the gums, gets into your bloodstreams and it causes your body to be sick. So it's why we express to the children the importance of brushing their teeth, because your oral health is just as important as your mental health, your hygiene health, your physical health. All that plays a part in your health. Are you able? Can you walk a mile? Uh, can you run? Can you jog? Are you active in any kind of way? Walking, just a walk in the park is good. Are you able to do that? And who are you now? And where are you becoming? And the nature of being one. And as we look at the nature of being one, one with our faith, one with our uh, state of being of who we are or how we see ourselves, um, where are you in your present life? Does your life have challenges and obstacles? Most of us do. Uh, different pay scales gives you different challenges and obstacles, but life on life terms, we're always going to have an obstacle. The challenge, the what we're trying to learn here is how to cushion ourselves for those life challenges and obstacles the best of our ability. Um, because I'm pretty sure there's something that could kind of knock us out the box, but you want to at least have something soft to land on, so that you're not like totally destitute in life, depleted as a person, uh, because you're enough. You're more than enough, and you have more than enough, as everything that you have is within you. So if you don't like where you are, what is it that you can do to um, turn it around for you? That's going to make it work for you. And only you can answer that question. No one else can answer it. So it's an honor to just be a part of the whole process of helping you work through that. If this is what you're, um, if this is where you're presently at in your life, thinking of where you are now and where you would like to be in the future. And as you are in your present life and you're looking at challenging obstacles that you may have overcome, may have gone through, and may still have to get through in order to get to some other steps that you want to get to, have you outlined a plan to overcome your challenges and obstacles? And if you did, what are some of the action steps that you have to take? So as you explore the gems within you, what resources do you have that are workable and or tangible right now at your fingertips that can help you change your situation or life circumstance? How much time will you need to set your plan into action? Okay, so you might have made a decision today. You might have even started something today. But what is your action plan to get it started, to get it moving? And how are you going to put it into effect? You know, we make plenty of decisions, but very few of us really like act on them. So you want to make sure that what you're doing and building your foundation of your new part of the journey of where you're going in life, as we're embarking on a new year, you want to make sure that you have at least some type of window frame for your time for action plan. And the sooner the better you put it into action. But if you need a little time, that might mean that there's some things that you have to work on. There may be some things that are blocking you. So those, if they are blocking you, then we got to look at what are those limiting beliefs. Why do you think that it's impossible for you to do? Or why do you consider it a challenge? Not so much that it's impossible, because impossible basically says I'm possible. So you know you're possible. What is, how I say, what is the spark that's going to get you up and going? If, uh, but that's for you to decide, to figure that out. What's going to get you up and going? I know for me, once I decided that I was going to change my life and pursue something totally different, something totally out of my range, something I'm zilcho about, I just decided to just take action. Yes, I felt the butterflies. Um, yes, I went through the whole dry mouth thing, the whole stuttering, and sometimes I still stutter. But the thing is, nothing moves if you don't move. So if I want the dream to move into fruition, if my desire is to help other people, then I need to get my butt busy helping other people. So how much time will you need to set your plan into action? How committed are you to yourself? These are all very good questions that we ask ourselves. And I'm going to all right. All right. So the last one we were asking, um, what are you committed to yourself? And commitment, we commit to a lot of things, whether we know it or not. Are we committing to the right things? And what does a commitment to yourself actually look like? And focusing on increasing your awareness, gaining understanding, of the map of your life, whatever that may look like to you. Are you ready to go deep? I love the way we have the scales here, because you have your highs and you have your lows. Just happens in life. It comes and it goes. But how can you go with the flow, or do you kind of have a bumpy ride? Is it difficult for you to deal with the highs and the lows? Those are things that we have to look at, because those are things that are going to affect our behavior. There are things that's going to affect our thoughts. And how do we pull ourselves back from that? So, are you ready to go deep, guys? Your present being, could you benefit in your present being? Could you benefit from an increase of abundance in all areas? Where in your life can you benefit from an increase, physically, mentally, or spiritually? And again, we have the clock, ladies and gentlemen, as time waits for no one, and time gets to moving pretty fast. So, where are you currently? Working, unemployed, on a fixed income, in between gigs, or retired, or preparing for retirement? What? Oh, wow. Oh, here. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. All right. Most things pop into place. I'm gonna be interesting to see this one come out, because everything is moving slow here today. But our last screen on the new project, guys. So if this resonates with you, if you like it, or if anything resonates with you, if it's beneficial to you, as we're finding our way through life, and becoming better beings, better persons, and creating a better life, one that we create through investing in ourselves. It concerns us. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, did that wrong. Did my guys. There we go. All right. Rewards of our fruit. You get out what you put into motion. And before I switch to the next thing, the next slide, which I prematurely showed you, but practice makes perfect, guys. New project. I wanted to share a quote by Aristotle, uh, in the honor of rewards of our fruit, and you get out what you put into motion. This quote is, "Courage is the first of human qualities, because it is the quality which guarantees the others." So, here's another quote by Aristotle. "It concerns us to know the purpose we seek in life, for then, like archers aiming at a definite mark, we shall be certain to attain what we want." by Aristotle. So let's look at this slide here. Uh-oh, I kind of did something wrong. I have to go back and make corrections, guys. My apologies. We have, I can't believe it, but anyway, I'll correct it. This is where you are presently. 2021. Physically, mentally, spiritually, relationship-wise, and financially. And when you look at relationship-wise, I want you to look at your faith, your relationship with yourself, your family, your friends, your intermediate circle. Look at your relationships. Look around at the people that you surrounded with, that you interact with, and ask yourself: are you being the best you that you can be in your doing while you're being and becoming? So, from 2021, which we only have a few weeks left because we're in November, so we got December coming up, so we're getting down to like maybe 4 or 5, like maybe 7 weeks, 6 weeks before New Year's. 2022 is the equation. A to the second power plus B to the second power equals C to the second power. This is supposed to say 2023, so I will go back and I will correct that. I wanted to show at least a 3-year time frame. And this is the 2023, we're saying 2020. And again, this is where this is where you're going while you're becoming physically, mentally, spiritually, in your relationships and financially. Now, I want to thank you for your time. And this is the first half of just building the exceptional life blueprint from Tia Rogers, finding your way. And it's a journey, ladies and gentlemen. So as you ponder and, evaluate and ask those questions, I'll be back. And, we'll see how this all goes with the series, because I am committed to coming before you a little bit more frequently, dropping nuggets that are helpful, that I hope are helpful to you as you're going along the journey. Because whether you're just starting out in business, whether you don't have a business at all, or whether you're just starting out in business, I think that's the extent of my knowledge base for right now. However, if you are already in business and you are finding a challenge, I strongly suggest that you do something different than what you were doing. It may require taking a course. It may require you partnering up or meeting up with some influencers or followers that have what you are looking for, or not so much have what you're looking for, but has those qualities, characteristics that of success that you may want to possess for yourself, and learn their secrets, because success really does leave clues, guys, and you have to be alert and you have to pay attention, but you also have to show up. Showing up is 100% of the game. Being there, getting the information to be fed. We have some more things to cover, but I just wanted to thank you very much for your time. And like I said, I'm working on building a team, guys. And my my thing to say is, I guess the team is only as good as the person that's leading it. So in hopes of being the best leader that I can be right now, while I'm doing, as I'm becoming an even better, greater leader later. Um, and we'll get into the whole leader thing because I never see myself in that light as a leader. And it's not to take anything away from me or my confidence or my courage to do what I'm doing. Because it takes a lot to get this far. And to stick with it and to stretch yourself and to come before you all. You know, all I can say, the journey is amazing. And I hope that the information is beneficial. And look for me to come back in a few days as I allow you time to work through some of what I've given you so far. As you work out your exceptional life blueprint for you, and where you see yourself, taking a full assessment of where you are presently, and we're looking at where you see yourself in the future. And again, I'm Tia Rogers, and I always tell you guys, you are enough. You got this. Nothing to it but to do your thing. Because you will be very surprised at the things that you will learn personally, professionally, as you grow. And don't worry about learning it all at one time. It's a lot to swallow. It's a big elephant. Eat it a little chunk at a time. Have a great, blessed, amazing week. Go for the goal, guys. We got this. You can't lose. I'm telling you. Have a great day.